Alright, so we got some more juicy stuff regarding the Godzilla X Kong New Empire toy line. And of course, yesterday I talked about how it was announced that they are not going to be just Walmart exclusive. They're also going to be coming out, in Target stores, and they're even going to be on Amazon's website, which is of course a huge plus because obviously, for the most part, it feels like a lot of people were really worried that these figures were going to be, Walmart exclusive, just like the Godzilla vs Kong toy line was. Although eventually later on, of course, as we all know, that toy line would eventually evolve into Monsterverse, and then of course, those are much more widely available, and we all know kind of the issues, especially with the scalping thing. That's still going to be a hot topic that we gotta talk about at some point because that's still pretty prevalent when it comes to a lot of the new toys that are coming out, and we all want to talk about what happened, a few years ago with that, the particular person that was scalping a whole bunch of Godzilla toys. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Today we're going to be talking about the Titan Evolution Godzilla figure again, because it has been confirmed that that particular figure is actually going to be a Target exclusive. And honestly, I'm not mad. No, I'm not upset. I mean, why would I be? I mean, Target is at least much more collector friendly, when it comes to, of course, the action figures and stuff like that. And yeah, don't get me wrong. A couple of years ago, I did made a video where it's been discovered, on Reddit and in other places where Target employees and as well as Walmart employees and a lot of other people too don't really like collectors. But obviously, we're not the crazy collectors. We're the we of course, respect them, and then, we gotta understand, how retail isn't gonna have, they're not always gonna have everything that we want, and we have to accept that, that's just kind of the way it is. So, at least with Target, like I said, it is much more collector friendly, and for the most part, they're kind of, sort of, usually never out of stock of their fair share of figures, but you get the point. And honestly, that's about it. I really don't have nothing else to talk about. I just really, really wanted to find an excuse to talk about the figure again because wow, I feel like I didn't went too much into depth as to like my feelings toward the figure because honestly, it is so bizarre and so unique. I don't really know exactly where to really begin with this, so I'm just gonna say it. So for those of you who don't understand the whole gimmick behind the action figure, it's the Titan Evolution Godzilla figure. Where if you saw in the trailer, we noticed that Godzilla looks a little slightly different. Now his spines, the spikes, whatever you call them, the dorsal fins. I hope that's the right name for it. Listen, it's been a while. Okay, I'm sorry. They start to kind of, they're pink or red now, and even his physique was slightly different. So that's what this toy is sort of based off of, where you got like his regular like normal form, and like you can actually like peel off and take out pretty much rip his skin off. That's literally all it is, and it's like a transformation basically, showing putting him into his ultimate true form basically, and then underneath there's an action figure pretty much, and then boom, there you go. You basically got yourself a 7-inch evolved Godzilla figure, not counting Battle Roar evolved Godzilla because of course that figure is also 7 inches, and because of that, yes, it has been confirmed that this figure is going to cost at least $14.99, in U.S. retail and all that. That's how much it's going to cost, which makes sense, of course. For the most part, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I know when it comes to the Titan Tech figures, because I know those figures are also roughly 7 inches. I know that they were, I don't remember. I think they were either 15 or maybe $20 or so. I honestly, I don't really remember for sure. I feel like the last one they came out, which was the Tiny Tech Rodan, I feel like maybe that was $20, but I honestly can't really remember. At least when it comes to buying Godzilla figures, it's roughly cheap and, safer on the wallet for the most part, which probably explains why so many scalpers are able to get them so much, because I talk about Marvel Legends, I talk about G.I. Joes, I talk about this type of stuff all the time, and they're always expensive and hard to get sometimes. When it comes to these Godzilla toys, I don't think we're going to have that much of an issue, but oh my goodness, this figure. I mean, I want it, but like, what am I supposed to do with them? I mean, it's like, should I just leave him in his first form, or should I put him in his evolved form? Because we're already getting plenty of figures in his evolved form, so it's like, I don't know, man. My wallet will be drained. It will be empty, and I'm a little bit afraid of when that happens because I just started saving money. I'm gonna waste it all again, but it is what it is. It's okay. But I'm super excited. And like I say, I don't think we're gonna have too much trouble with this figure being a Target exclusive. Now, and one last thing I want to mention before I end the video, because honestly, like I say, I don't really have much to say, so I'm gonna make this rather quickly as I can. It's actually been revealed. There's been like a sort of an official description. I don't remember exactly what it says, but you could probably see it in the picture right here, right now, where it explains, like kind of explained the, like what the movie's about. The action figures are coming out this year, but then it also says that we're gonna be getting additional figures later during this year. So it's like, oh, what else are we getting? You know what I mean? It's like, well, what more is there? 'Cause we're getting a lot, and all this stuff is coming out all at once. So we all better be prepared. Also, bring a bag too, because when you go to Walmart, if you plan on if you find these in Walmart, good luck, because like if you buy a whole bunch of stuff and like I hope they have bags, because in my Walmart they never had bags. I don't know why, but it main fact I don't know. That's what I was saying. Kind of makes you wonder too, what other figures are we going to be getting later on? Can we get, I mean, is there going to be more monsters, in the film that we just don't know about, and they're going to be getting their own toys? Are we going to get it? Are we going to be getting some more weird, unique ones like the Titan Techs, even though they're not canon to the films, but they're still pretty fun figures. I mean, the Titan Tech Rodan, that's a nice figure. It's fantastic. Even in both forms, it looks really great. Or are we finally going to be getting like previous like giant monsters that didn't have toys before, like the mammoth or the mutos or whatever? Maybe even the creatures from Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. I mean, the toy line, it's so shocking and surprising with how like open and like how like well, honestly, that's the best way to say it, open to interpretation. We definitely got a lot more with this toy line than we would have really expected, and it's like wow, it's definitely like a dream come true, because for me personally, I've always wanted, of course, a giant monster or a Godzilla toy line per se, where he's movable, you can fight other monsters, and there's nice variety with it too. So I'm ready for that, and that's of course we're gonna continue the coverage, throughout the next couple of months or so. I'm gonna try and see if I can at least maybe get a little bit of a little bit of a further step, and maybe actually start reviewing some of the older figures like the Godzilla vs Kong or so. That's sort of my plan as of now. They might change, I'm not sure, but just kind of put that into your mind, because I'm gonna do it at some point. Because why not? It's fun. It's great. It's great. You know what I mean? And of course, it's a good way to be ready for both the new movie and the new toys. So until then, hope you guys stay safe out there. As always, leave a like. I'm talking too fast. Leave a like and subscribe. And that's about it. See ya.